Good evening, everyone. We would like to welcome you to All City Band and Friends Music for a Winter's Eve Festival 2023, the start of All City Band's 25th year. My name is Marie Gallagher, and I am All City Band Society's production coordinator and a bassoonist with the band.
Maintenant en français. Bonsoir à toutes et à tous et bienvenue pour notre premier concert de l'hiver 2023 qui marque le début des 25 ans du All City Band. Je vous présente Marie Gallagher qui est la coordinatrice de production de la All City Band Society et qui joue avec grand talent du basson dans l'orchestre.
Our sincerest gratitude to the Kwanlundan First Nation and the Tan Gutchan Council for graciously allowing us to live, work and play on their traditional territories.
Nous vivons, travaillons et jouons de la musique sur les territoires traditionnels de la Première Nation Kwanlundan et du Conseil Tan Gutchan et pour cela nous les en remercions très sincèrement.
A special welcome tonight to the Honourable Adeline Weber, Commissioner of Yukon, the Honourable John Stryker, Minister of Tourism and Culture, as well as Energy, Mines and Resources, and the Minister responsible for Yukon Development Corporation and the Yukon Energy Corporation and French Language Services Directorate. We'd like to welcome the Principal of F.H. Collins Secondary School, Ruth Burridge, and Principal of Grey Mountain Primary School, Kim Ramsey, and any other teachers who have joined us.
Nous remercions spécialement pour leur présence avec nous ce soir Madame Weber, commissaire du Yukon, Monsieur John Stryker, ministre du Tourisme et de la Culture, d'Énergie, Mines et Ressources, ministre responsable de la Société de développement de la Société d'énergie du Yukon et de la Direction des services en français, Madame Burridge, principale de l'école secondaire F.H. Collins, Madame Ramsey, directrice de l'école primaire Grey Mountain, ainsi que tous les enseignants et enseignantes qui sont présents avec nous ce soir.
We would like to thank our sponsors and funders for making possible this night and all our programming throughout the year.
Nous remercions également tous les commanditaires qui permettent à cette soirée d'exister ainsi que tout le reste des animations durant l'année.
Our sponsors are Office Supply Centre Limited, Alpine Veterinary Medical Centre, Budget Blinds of Yukon, Victoria Gold Corporation, Crow Mackay LLP, and Jill and Carmen Bradley. Our funders are Yukon Government Arts Operating Fund, Youth Investment Fund, Lotteries Yukon, Government of Canada Building Communities Through Arts and Heritage, and the City of Whitehorse. Please give them a round of applause for all their support. We are also incredibly grateful to our Yukon community and beyond, who every year donate time, goods and services in support of our programming and events, costs that we would have otherwise had to pay for. Last year alone, we received more than $400,000 in donations in kind relating to costs such as space and venue rentals, administrative support, production services, retreat clinicians, travel costs, silent auction and draw prizes, and the valuable time and skills of our band musicians and their supporters. Without this support, All City Band would not be able to provide the rich programming opportunities we do and would not have been able to sustain over these 25 years.
Il n'y a pas assez de mots pour remercier la communauté yukonaise et au-delà, qui tous les ans donne du temps, des biens ou encore des services à la All City Band Society. L'année dernière, c'est l'équivalent de plus de $400 000 que nous avons reçus en nature, que ce soit la location des salles ou d'autres lieux, le soutien administratif, les services de production, les intervenants de stage, les déplacements, les encans silencieux et les lots de tirage au sort. Sans oublier le temps et les compétences des musiciennes et musiciens, de leurs familles, de leurs amis. Et sans tout cela, le All City Band n'aurait pas pu proposer sa programmation si riche et n'aurait tout simplement pas pu durer pendant 25 ans. Ça mérite des applaudissements.
Tonight, we would especially like to thank Office Supply Centre Limited and the Longest Night Society for their generous gifts of draw prizes. There will be 2 draw prizes tonight and another 2 tomorrow night, a bag of beautiful art supplies and 2 complimentary tickets to the Longest Night Society's production of the Problematic Orchestra show this year, Early Music.
Et ce soir, nous voudrions remercier plus particulièrement Office Supply et la Longest Night Society pour avoir généreusement donné 2 lots pour les tirages au sort de ce soir et de demain. Donc il s'agit d'un ensemble de matériel d'art et de 2 tickets offerts pour le spectacle Early Music de Problematic Orchestra.
And please remember to silence all cell phones and turn off your flash on phones and cameras.
Nous vous rappelons donc de bien vouloir éteindre vos téléphones ou de les mettre en mode silencieux. Les photos sont autorisées sans flash. Et là, je vais partir pour laisser la place, après la petite introduction par Marie, à cette tribune de la commissaire du Yukon, Madame Weber, et du ministre John Stryker.
I'd like to invite our first guest speaker for this evening to the stage. Please give a warm welcome to the Honourable Adeline Weber, Commissioner of Yukon.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very pleased to be here tonight. I would like to first recognize with gratitude that we are on the traditional territory of the Kwantlen First Nation and the T'wantkwatchin Council. Thank you for the invitation to be with you tonight. And I have attended many of these musical evenings in the past, watching my own children and then my grandchildren perform, not only here in the Yukon, but also in Ottawa. And so it's always been a night of enjoyment for my family. Music has a real effect on us. It has been recognized for centuries to be a source of solace, inspiration, and joy for people of all ages and cultures. Whether it's the lyrics, the melody, or rhythm, music has the power to touch our souls and to have a profound impact on our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Thank you to the band directors and for their devotion to music and our community and to the school children. Thank you to the performers and all the volunteers whose hard work and dedication make these events possible. I hope everyone enjoys the show, and wish you very happy holidays throughout the season. So, goodness cheese.
Thank you, Commissioner Weber. I'd like to invite our final guest speaker for this evening to the stage. Please give a warm welcome to the Honourable Minister John Stryker.
Hi, everybody. I can't see you, but I can hear you. Like the Commissioner, I would like to acknowledge that the performance tonight is on the traditional territories of the Kwantlen First Nation and the T'wantkwatchin Council. I'm very excited to be here for music for a winter's eve. You know, as we approach solstice, I think that it's lovely when we can have live music. And just as the Commissioner said about how it contributes to our world and lives, I think it adds color and warmth to who we are. And I'm a big fan of live music. I made my decoration today for music. If you can't see, I've put a note on an ornament, and it's a dotted eighth for all of you music aficionados out there. That's more than an eighth note. And I'm a very big fan of live music, so I'm excited to be here with all of you. I just want to do a couple of thank yous. Maybe you could help me. First of all, tonight is presented by the All City Band Society. They do so much to enrich our lives and to foster live music here in the Yukon. Could we please say a big thank you to the All City Band Society? Second of all, the folks who work to lead this music with young people up to my age, they really commit their lives to it. And so tonight, our conductors are Kim Hart, Jody Peters, and Alex James. Could we please say thank you to them? And tonight is my first time being on stage after the commissioner. C'est ma première fois après Madame Commissaire. So it's kind of exciting for me. I'm really excited I'm a big fan of Adeline. And thank you very much, Commissioner, for representing us as Yukoners. I really appreciate it. And she was just letting me know that she's got some events coming up. I think this Saturday, an open house at Taylor House. So please look for those events. Just lastly, I want us to say thank you to all of the musicians, young and older. It's quite a big deal for a young person. I've played music almost all of my life, and I can say that it helped me to be okay to come in front of people and speak, and it helped me to think about how we contribute to our communities. And there's a real joy and fear in performance. So can we just say a big thank you to all of our musicians for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Please stay warm and safe over the holidays. Bonne fête et bienvenue au Centre des Arts. Merci beaucoup.
Thanks so much, Honourable Minister Stryker, for your kind words and the support of the Department of Tourism and Culture throughout the year. These funds not only allow our production team to run our events and programming, but also helps us to have the time to coordinate fundraising activities and harness donations in kind and sponsorship to keep things going throughout the year. Thank you. And for the first band of the evening, it's Miss Kimberly Hart's band, the band that plays on Thursday. Can start coming on stage. And I just wanted to sneak in a little word about Miss Hart. Congratulations is in order to her. She just finished her thesis, Acknowledging My Privilege, Redressing the Harms, and she was awarded her Masters of Education in Curriculum Studies with focus in music from Acadia University.
Is this on? All right. We are the band that plays on Thursdays, and this is when I come around. Right. I heard you crying loud all the way across town. You've been searching for someone, and it's me out on the prowl as you sit around feeling heat, so wait for yourself. Well, don't get lonely now, and try your whining eyes. I'm just roaming for the moments, easing back, so don't get so uptight. You've been thinking about ditching me. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. I heard it all before. So don't knock down my door. I'm a loser and a user, so I don't need no accuser to try and slap me down because I know you're right. So go do what you like. Make sure you do it wise. Tell yourself that means nothing was ever there. You can't go forcing something if it's just not right. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. When I come around. When I come around. When I come around.
All right, and our next song will be Black Sheep by Metric.
Next up is the All City Jazz Band, and this is their first show of the year for our gig band. As usual, this band is our busiest band, with sets not only in our winter and spring concerts, but also at Dessert and Dance, Rendezvous, Arts in the Park, and on tour in the communities. Our tour last year to Haines Junction, Kluane Lake, Burwash Landing and Beaver Creek was considered by band members as one of our best ever, due in large part to the collaboration we had with the incredible musicians living in those communities. In Beaver Creek, Q the Commandant jammed with members of our rhythm section, and Remy Rodden sang Feeling Good with the whole jazz band. But the stars of the show were the students of Kluane Lake School, who had learned the piano part for Moanin' by Bobby Timmons and performed it with the jazz band at the community event in Burwash Landing. It was so awesome that it gave us the idea to incorporate this idea into our upcoming jazz band tour to Carmacks, Faro and Ross River this coming spring. During the tour, we'll perform 3 school shows, 2 community events and 1 school workshop. And this year, the workshop in Ross River School will be on the methods of improvising using voice and body percussion. We also have an expert beatboxer in our jazz band, who will be able to share some ideas with the students too. The students will then be invited to perform what they've been working on at the community event in Ross River. So if you're in Ross River on the evening of Friday, April 19th, come and join us, bring your instruments and have some fun. We'll also have a community event in Faro on Thursday evening, April 18th, at the Rec Centre in Faro. So also please note our Dessert and Dance this coming year will be at the Elks Hall on Hawkins Street rather than the Mount Mac Rec Centre. We were looking for ways to support other non-profit organisations, and the Elks had supported us for many years when times were better for them. Also, they have a dance floor. So if you're looking for an opportunity to dance to live music, have dessert served to you by some of the sweetest and kindest people I know, come out to the Elks Lodge on Saturday the 10th of February at 7 p.m. You'll be able to buy tickets in the new year, either at White Horse Motors or on Eventbrite. So please welcome to the stage the All City Jazz Band.
gotta sign in.
Very good.
Hope it works.
Don't look at my password.
You think I can read anything but music?
You heard it here, folks. He can't read. Educators.
All right. So,
here.
we're gonna, there you go. Wow.
Ooh.
It's like the space shuttle.
So we have a big setup change because now we're going from our tinier bands to our very large bands. And while that happens, we're going to entertain you by telling you a little bit about what the White Horse All-City Band is and what it does and why we like it. So, what is the All-City Band? The All-City Band provides experiential learning for students in Whitehorse. They get the opportunity to play high-level band music that you're going to hear tonight. They give us education opportunities in Whitehorse and beyond, and organize travel opportunities throughout Canada that helps us gain musical experience. So more on some of those opportunities later. But it's also a mentorship program, because you'll notice that this program has all kinds of ages throughout. So this mentorship program really does help students to reach their full potential. This whole PowerPoint will be on our website at allcityband.com. So if you're, hoping to see any of those quotes or things like that, don't worry, it will be there. We're having sizing issues, but it's good.
It's also at the merch table.
Yes, it's on repeat, so just go watch it over and over again. But some quotes from some local musicians here who think what we do is pretty cool. Scott Maynard, Duncan Sinclair, but really what it comes down to, the gist of it is that our program is very unique. We don't have anything else like this anywhere in Canada that we know of. So yeah, so who are we? I'm Al, or Elena, or Alien, and what's your name?
Oh, Alex. I'm Alex.
Meet you, Alex.
You've met me before. I'm
Oh,
old
okay.
hat. Al's new this year, so a round of applause for Al.
Yeah, so I'm the music teacher at Porter Creek, and Alex teaches at FH Collins, and together we are the music directors of the All-City Band. So why do we combine schools? Well, for one, it really allows us to compete with the South, because as you may or may not know, our population up here is just a little bit smaller than some of the schools we might find in Ontario, BC, Alberta, that sort of thing. So by combining our schools, it really gives us the opportunity to play this high-level band music where you do need the numbers to get the music that you want. So it allows students to make friends outside of their school. It connects them more widely to their community. It lets us share some resources. If my tuba is broken, sometimes we're allowed to borrow the FH one, things like that. We get some built-in professional development because we learn a lot from each other. It's incredible what you can learn from watching somebody else teach. And we both have different specializations, so the students kind of get access to adults that come from slightly different backgrounds, and we benefit from the access to the adult mentors who specialize on their instruments, because I'm pretty good at the first 5 notes on everything, and past that, if some of our students really want to excel, yeah, they need a little extra help, and that's what our mentors are for. So you might be asking yourself, so is it a community band or is it a school course? And it is in fact both, because our students here, they earn music credits by being part of the band. The adult mentors pay a membership fee and they volunteer their time. So column A, column B.
So, what does band give to kids? And I could be here all day talking about this. It gives you a place for artistic expression, collaboration, teamwork skills, personal and shared responsibility, perseverance, independence, leadership skills, improved audio-visual perception. Okay? You know what? Lots of other things, though, too. Let's see. Fine motor coordination, increased cognitive reasoning, executive functioning, and creative problem solving, confidence, a connection to their community, the experience of being part of something more, and of course self-discipline. And it really actually helps prepare students for careers that are not in music more than actually any other course. A lot of this is this isn't us just making it up and boosting our own job. It's it's well documented, well studied. it's great. It's a great experience here on stage, but it also, band specifically, offers students a lot in their later years, even if they don't pursue music as a career.
But you don't have to believe us, because we have quotes from the students. So Zephyr will tell you all about how All City Band has improved his abilities as a musician and the new friends he's made. Maya and Alexa talk all the time about how it's really helped them step out of their shells.
To be clear, Zephyr was the alive one, not the dead one.
Yes. Noah was also alive. Let's not, like, students don't die in band.
You don't know that. You weren't there.
It's true, I wasn't. Ryan says that it keeps him out of trouble, and if that doesn't sell it, then I don't know what does. Jeremy really talks about, you know, being part of a bigger whole, understanding that your part of the music is just as important as all the others. Diego's found this to be an outlet, and yeah, it goes on and on. Friends making, that sort of thing. But what happens in our day-to-day as in All City Band, as well as the year over? Well, let's introduce a few people. So Marie, who has been cut off in this photo. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you know Marie, yeah. So she's the Scotch-Irish lass that lives in the Porter Creek office, and at her own home, I think. She's the production coordinator of the All City Band, and she really does organize everything. So concerts, trips, fundraising, educational opportunities, community tours, much, much more. And she's a music room celebrity, so I think that, you know, I was hired to be a teacher, but I think I was really hired to tell students where Marie is, because they come in looking for her way more than they come in looking for me.
She also loves it if you ask if her accent is Irish or Scottish. She loves that.
So just check in with her after and ask about that. And then we also have some of our mentors. So you'll notice they're the ones who maybe don't look like high school students. They help out during rehearsals. They donate their time in tons of other ways, including Squeak and Squawk Night, which is really where it all begins. So Alex has been doing Squeak and Squawk much longer than I have. Do you want to talk about what happened that
absolutely.
Squeak?
Sorry. Squeak and Squawk Night is, as you can imagine, it's like teaching several math classes at once, and then everybody has to be able to do their math parts together to send something to the moon that comes back. That's a lot of what it's like, except it's with grade 8s. So it's harder. And, you know, like Elena said, we're not necessarily experts on all instruments, and that's one of the cool things about band as compared to something like sports, which I also do. Sports are great, but if my basketball team is having a lousy night, I can take the ball and win, usually. Maybe not anymore. But you can't do that in band. Everybody is responsible for their own parts. And that's really what we start to learn in band. And so we know our own instruments quite well, and we're learning all the other ones, but this isn't really doable without a strong community of music educators. And since our community is small, we don't necessarily have a lot of bassoon teachers. We have some, not a lot. So the mentorship really helps get everybody off on the right foot at Squeak and Squawk Night.
So you might be wondering, well, what do the mentors get out of All City Band? So Bill will tell you that
they can read.
Okay, good. Yes, but it's more than that. There's connection with the wider community, opportunities to share your knowledge and skills. They learn new youthful slang, and music doesn't stop after high school. It's really lifelong, and musicians need playing opportunities past high school band, and we're here to make that happen. Yeah, so throughout our year, a few things happen. We just finished our jazz retreat. When was it?
A month ago.
A month ago. Cool. Yeah. What happened at Jazz Retreat?
Jazz Retreat's pretty cool. We're starting to partner with Jazz Yukon quite a bit. Duncan Sinclair brings up professional jazz musicians from the South. And what he does is he pays them to come in and work with our students for a morning. And we get to actually jam with professionals and learn some new things from outside the territory. And again, it's really along this same theme of mentorship and providing opportunities. And we can talk about that more later. And at the end of the day, they all perform in a small jazz combo. And you can see pictures of that here. And also on our website, I think. We've got pictures of that.
Yes.
it's pretty cool. It's also open to everybody else from the community, just like the rest of the band, which is cool.
So after Jazz Retreat, we end up doing Music for a Winter's Eve concert, which is in fact happening right now. After this, though, we will have our Dessert and Dance in February, which is a big fundraiser for our band trip as well as other things. We'll be going on a jazz band community tour this year. We're going to Faro and Ross.
Yeah.
Yes. Where were you last year?
Last year we were up Kluwani Way, so D-Bay, and then all the way out to Beaver Creek.
The jazz band will play at Rendezvous, so keep your ears and eyes open for that. And then we haven't been able to do this, I guess, since 2019, but we're bringing back elementary school tours, so going around to the schools in Whitehorse, giving the kids an opportunity to hear band music before they get to high school.
All right. We also were involved in this year's National Music Monday song, which is called Gucho Hin by Dene Zagi. So this year on, what is the first Monday in May? Something like that. Everybody, many school programs, so thousands of students will be singing this song that was written in Ross River, in Dene, across the country. So our band was one of the people who facilitated that. You might remember a couple of years ago we did this recording, we had Keitha Clark arranged this for concert band to go behind the vocals and drumming with the help of Andrew McColeman. So a real local effort, which is now going national, which is super, super cool.
So just some quotes that we have from the folks who participated in that. Specifically, we did have one of our students, Diego, tell us about how that was one of the things that kind of inspired him to start songwriting, and he's of First Nations ancestry. I don't think you can see that on here, but he says, my heritage is First Nations, so that made me happy. So after that, we will have our band trip. So these are some we've gone on in the past. You guys came back from Red Deer last year. They've been to Music Fest Nationals in Ottawa, Langley, BC, and this year we're going to Toronto for Music Fest Nationals because we got an invitation last year. So yes, very exciting.
You can clap, it's okay. You can clap.
Oh, I don't know. You talk now.
You're very good at it. Okay, and then we've got Sounds of Spring up in May, which will be here again. And then, of course, our jazz band plays Arts in the Park in June. So we hope to see you at all of these events. It's one of the ways you can support the band, which brings us to how you can support what we do. So one of the quickest and easiest ways is to become a sponsor. You can become a mentor. That's right. So like if you play, I don't know, an instrument, maybe you play the French horn or the clarinet, and it's been a little while, but you're interested in shaking the rust off of it, you're more than welcome to come out and play with us. It's very valuable to have people, adults who can play their instruments very well and help mentor the students, but it's also, I'll say, a form of important mentorship for students right now to watch an adult struggle and work their way through it as well. So that's very valuable. Also, volunteering your time or skills is very valuable. We have a bunch of parents and mentors actually volunteering tonight, so I'd like to give them a round of applause, please. You can join our board and help give us direction. Well, when I said volunteer skills too, we've had people who are lawyers help us with some of our work. We've had lots of different people with different skills come up. One of the biggest things right now, you might have heard that in education it's hard to find enough positions to fill all the roles in a school, and principals are under a real crunch. And one of the things that you can do is actually share the value that you see in this program with people that you know, your school council, your MLA, John Stryker. But seriously, sometimes this program's been around for 30 years. I've only been here in the Yukon I'm coming up on 7, and one of the things I know is we don't necessarily like change after somebody announces it and it's already over here. So I'd like this to keep going. This is truly unique. And yeah, don't take it for granted. And it reflects, to me anyway, it reflects the collective or collaborative problem solving that we have in our small communities in the north. And I think we should be really proud of this. And then last but not least, keep an eye on what we have coming up. You can follow us on Facebook. That's the only one. You can't X at us. So just follow us on Facebook. Anyway, I think that's our last slide, isn't it?
Yeah, we did
I hope the stage is ready. We did it.
I think the stage is ready.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much for our very rushed TED Talk.
Yeah, Cohen!
Sorry, we have one more bass than people. There we go. Sorry, kids. Well, we got some power run to the bass guitar. Sorry, they hate when I project teacher voice. Here we go. Well, we get some power to the bass guitar. These are my grade 8s at FH. Can I get a round of applause for them? The hardest part of this whole journey is starting. And this is the first time they're on this stage here at the Arts Center, so I'm very, very proud of them. Very proud of them. You too? You also? Anybody else? Yeah, exactly. All right, do we have power on the bass? Not yet. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Merry Christmas! The last thing I'll say about these guys is they weren't forced to be here, which is actually really cool. Anybody coming tomorrow? You're gonna? Yeah, one person. One person here tomorrow. The grade 8s from Porter Creek, they must join. They must do a year of band, which is actually pretty cool. And I will point out two more things. We have one Porter Creek student who is actually here in my band, and we're super excited to have you. Thank you for coming. And I guess we're getting pretty good, and we're excited to play 3 tunes for you tonight. In fact, I offered to have, because I thought they'd be nervous, so I offered to have some of the junior band members from FH join them on stage tonight, and they said no. It's a pretty big flex. That's some of that youthful language.
Sorry, Carter's the best. I just wanted to ask. Flute solo from Lucy. We got one more. Yes, Dory? It's okay, I don't think anybody saw that. Percussion.
Thank if we have a minute, guess what we forgot to do? The draw prizes.
You know what? Out of all the things we didn't forget to do, Marie, we did.
We did good. So you can't leave without finding out who's won the art supplies and the Problematic Orchestra tickets. So who wants to take this, Mac? You want to grab a ticket? Yes.
605-4080.
Can we get the house lights, please? Oh, some people are using their phone over there. What's the number again? We need the number again. Okay, I'll read it again, but I gotta pick a new one, okay? Okay, this one, not the first one, this one, 605 41 00. That's 6054100. Well, we got a winner!
The winner? Okay, great. And the first one was 6054080. Anybody got that one? 6054080. Great. Oh, great. Okay.
Both of you won? So close together. That's amazing. That makes it easy.
It does.
Do we bring them the prizes now?
No, the prizes are in the lobby at the end of the night, so yeah, I'll get up there. Thank you. And I'll meet you out there.
Is your birthday?
Should we all sing happy birthday?
We're going to, because we have time. Okay, here we go. What's your name? Vanessa? Oh, sorry, I missed that. You finally get to get back. Okay, I got it. I get it. Okay, 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vanessa. Happy birthday to you. Sarah's mom from my grade 8 band. I also see my principal, and I just wanted to thank her for making it out. I know how busy she is. Thank you, Ruth Burridge, for letting me do this. You can dim the house lights now. It's all good. Thank you.
you.